think we're gonna have to go to 4chan for this. Jeez, I've never gone in weeks. Okay, so if you guys don't know, hey, that's freaking... What? Who the hell patched up more space on the right? Why am my videos here? So if you guys don't know, these past few weeks there have been trademarks found on the trademark bot, which is where trademarks are trademarked, and then we find them digging through tens of thousands of trademarks. Not me, not anyone you know, just people on 2ic and 4chan. So I've talked about the different trademarks. There was Solgaleo and Lunala, which we were thinking were the Sun and Moon legends. There were the 3 starters, potential starters. We don't know if they're the starters, but there were those 3 starter Pokemon. But there's one more trademark that has been with those other 5 since the beginning, but I've left it out because it doesn't really go together with them. It's a Pokemon that reminds us of a Pokemon that could represent an eclipse. Before I get to that, let me show you something. Maybe Arceus Sun and Moon. Oh my god, don't be here. Please don't be here. It's right here. So many of you guys sent me this, okay? And I don't understand, because why would I cover this? Why? I don't understand. And I think actually the person who made this Arceus artwork is pissed that people are making coverages out of his artwork and turning them into fake scans. So, like, look at this. So here it is. This is the artist of the Arceus Gospel form, the Sage of Six Paths form, and he was tweeting me because he's pissed that people keep using it in fake scans and in videos and all that. So what I'm trying to say is, what determines if a leak should be covered? If it's unique, I'm gonna cover it. If there's a leak of starters and we've never seen concept starters before, yeah, I'm gonna cover it and spread how cool it would be to have different types of starters. But I'm not gonna make like 4 videos on starters. Make it on the fake leaks, and then when the real starters get shown, I'll make a video properly explaining the new starters. That's the way you guys are gonna enjoy it the most. If I can only show you scans that make sense and matter, instead of showing you every single scan. At trademark bot 31254, please be it. Okay, Marshadow, okay? Marshadow is the name of the final trademark, and what's cool is the fact that Marshadow brings up such a cool thought, okay? So we've been thinking that Solgaleo and Lunala are the Sun and Moon legendaries. Marshadow doesn't just sound like a normal Pokemon, but it sounds like an Eclipse Pokemon that goes in between the Sun and Moon legendary. Mars is in there, Shadow is in there, and it sounds like it has something to do with Umbras and Penumbras. So like I'm saying, these aren't just weird trademarks that people are picking out. This has the like identity of a Pokemon trademark pretty much, and it stands out because we know Solgaleo and Lunala are potentially Sun and Moon legends, and then Marshadow doesn't just sound like a random Pokemon in the Pokedex. It sounds like a potential Eclipse Pokemon. Like, you've got Mars in there, you've got Shadow in there. I don't think we're gonna have a freaking Pokemon for each planet in our solar system, but this sounds like an Eclipse Pokemon. It's time to become Neil deGrasse Tyson. I'm gonna teach you Umbras and Penumbras. So this is your simple diagram, okay? This is the sun, that is the moon. As the sun shines through the moon, you get like these half shadows, which is called a penumbra, and a full freaking black shadow called the umbra. So this is like an absolute shadow, and this is like a half-ass shadow. That's it. That's all my Neil deGrasse can show you. But what this means is that because of the alignment of the sun and moon, you get these shadows that are formed. So it's almost like because of the Sun and Moon legendary, you've got this blobby shadow legend form as well, which would be Marshadow, and that makes sense. It actually makes sense. Maybe the third legend isn't the Earth legend. Maybe it isn't some other like Mars legend. Maybe it's just the Eclipse Pokemon, and that perfectly fits in well. Now I want to just put out there and reinforce that we don't know if this trademark is real at all. It sounds like a Pokemon and it looks like a Pokemon, but we don't even know the single name of any Pokemon in Gen 7 aside from Magearna. So we are way too early to be thinking this far, but there's just no news, so we gotta focus on what we can focus on. And what's cool is, on the topic of the Sun, Moon, and Earth, depending on their alignment, the Umbra and Penumbra will either cause a lunar eclipse or solar eclipse, which is what we're thinking is the main basis of Pokemon Sun and Moon, what the evil teams are trying to do. So when you think of this complicated freaking scientific Pokemon, which Pokemon does all the time, when you think more into it, it would make sense if there's a Sun legend, a Moon legend, an Earth legend, and then like a secret legend for each of the other planets. You know, by secret legend I mean like Cresselia and Darkrai, mythical Pokemon pretty much. It would make sense if there's more legendaries for the rest of the planets, and this just completes the universe for us to see that each planet also has a legendary that represents it. The other interesting thing about Marshadow is the fact that it's formed differently depending on the alignment of the Sun, Moon, and Earth, And it also sounds English, which is an important thing because legendary names like Xerneas and Yveltal and Zekrom and Reshiram have these international names so that they're the same all around in each language. So Zekuramu would be Zekrom, and you would pretty much pronounce it the same way in those two different languages. So Marshadow already being an English sounding name makes sense with Solgaleo and Lunala, and really does make sense to be an important name and not just like a starter or your second evolution for like your local bird or something. As you can see, it was filed by a different applicant or lawyer. The one who filed Solgaleo and Lunala was Yusuke Inoue or something, and this guy's Mitsuo Uchida. It's like freaking Uchiha. Who the hell are you? Now I've waited until now because Korokoro is actually going to come out within a good 8-9 days, so this time next week you should be on the lookout for the next Korokoro leaks. They've been pushing this so far in anticipation. The next month they revealed there's an announcement for an announcement, and then last month was the announcement that this month there's gonna be an announcement. So this month, if the Masada trademark freaking reporter doesn't want to troll us, we're getting something in Korokoro. Starters maybe, legends maybe, box arts maybe, Marshadow. No, we're not gonna get Marshadow probably, but something is coming this Korokoro, so look out for it. But if you guys don't know, the Pokemon Sun and Moon logos actually show eclipses. Eclipses seem super important in the game, at least from what we've seen so far, from the nothing they revealed. But look at this. In the Pokemon Sun logo, you don't notice because in the logos they're all one color, but the center piece is actually a perfect circle, as if it's like the moon, and you've got these flares coming out as if it's a solar eclipse and you're witnessing it, and that literally looks like what the sun logo is. If you can see it using the diagram on the right, then you can notice it, and it's the exact same with this. It's the moon's shadow getting casted onto the earth, and this is all space. You can see it better down here, the sun, the moon, and the shadow of the moon. And if you can pause the video and look at this diagram and properly make it out, you can understand that an eclipse seems to play a big role in Pokemon Sun and Moon. So a Pokemon like Marshadow is a Pokemon that seems, even if this trademark is fake, I can totally see there being a shadow-like Pokemon that's in Sun and Moon, because you need that shadow. That shadow plays a big role if you're going into all this stuff. To be honest, Marshadow seems so important, I would take away all the trademarks to just put out there that the 3 trademarks I think are real out of all of them are Solgaleo, Lunala, and Marshadow. I don't know about the starters, I don't know about Giga Reggie. They all seem like Pokemon, sound like Pokemon, smell like Pokemon. These 3 make the most sense. Marshadow, Solgaleo, and Lunala. Whoa, this is cool. So there's a Zygarde distribution going on right now. You can go to Mystery Gift and get a Zygarde that's level 100 and in a Cherish Ball with Lance Rat and all that. But its ID number for everyone who gets it is 05026. In other words, like May 26th. I don't know if it means anything because they do that pretty often where they show this like date, but that's pretty cool. Whoa! Okay, I don't know what to think or what to expect, but think of something like this. This thing that's just energy, it almost looks like. It is blobby. It looks like a shadow dark Pokemon. Not a shadow Pokemon, but a shadowy dark type legendary. This seems like Marshadow, okay? Imagine you had Solgaleo and Lunala as the Sun and Moon legendary, and then you had the Eclipse Pokemon that was like this. Imagine this as the Eclipse Pokemon. It really freaking satisfies what I want from Sun and Moon just to see this. So this is crazy artwork. Freaking Eco Abismo. Ooh, that's so cool. A shadowy like black hole Pokemon. It's really cool. So like I was saying, this time next week Korokoro should be leaking. A lot of series are returning. Insurgents has been going on. Extreme, I'm still editing. The final episode will be out soon, but uploads will be picking up again. I was just at PAX pretending to be there, not uploading. So that's all the time for this video, guys. Be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think about Marshadow, whether you think it's real or fake, what you think it can mean to Sun and Moon, and what you think eclipses, and just what the Sun and Moon could play a role in Sun and Moon. Because it really does seem like Sun seems like a game where the evil team is trying to cause this eternal solar eclipse, and Moon seems like the game where they're trying to cause an eternal lunar eclipse, or the other way around. But, you know, actually both games, in both a solar and a lunar eclipse, the Earth gets dark. It's not morning in one and night in the other, it's night in both. You'd think it's gonna stay bright when the sun's blocked out? I don't even know. I don't know, maybe speculating on that as well. But as always, guys, keep playing, keep laughing, and as always, keep believing. That was a badass outro. I'm gonna do that outro from now on.